in the background, tapping away, getting everything ready. This is Rod Wayne. Even Doodle Wayne is a Christmas elf. He loves everything about it. I'm like the anti-Grinch. That's what I am. Oh look, it's 8 o'clock. Let's go. Boo! I'm here. 2 weeks. Sorry, peeps. Sorry that I haven't been here for 2 weeks, but a lot's been on. So let's talk about. I don't need that on that channel now. Let's talk about what I've been up to. 2 weeks ago, my brother-in-law got rushed into hospital. I think that was on the Tuesday. He's been in hospital for about a week. He's out now. But if you're watching this, Jim, I hope you're feeling better. But then 2 days after that, my father-in-law was rushed into hospital. And because they're all based in Essex and we're in Northamptonshire, it wasn't a good time to stream, trust me. And then the following week, you probably saw my Delorean video, the wreck that was issue 99. I didn't have a voice and I wasn't feeling very well at all. But now I'm back. So 2 weeks later, it's all good. Yay! But Wayne Bowen, so glad you're much better, World Wayne. Yes, I'm a lot better, thank you. Horlicks, I feel. Right, anyway, so the let's talk about the Delorean first. If you haven't seen the video that's up today, issue 100 with the free wires for $8.99. Marvellous value for money, that is. Well, I ripped all the front off of it because obviously I cut it. I didn't know what I was doing. I ended up chucking that because I get mine from the newsagents. They somehow get 3 in each time. Put one in a drawer for me and just put 2 out on display. So I bought another one, which I didn't really want to do. I haven't really got the money to be doing things like that. So that's why I managed to fix it. And obviously the biggest problem with it was my EL wire that I was using. I was using 2.3 mil. 2.3 mil is never in a million years going to fit. That's why it needs to be 1.3 mil. So I've ordered some more. But what they do now, let's just show you. I've got a whole kit caboodle of stuff down here. This, let's go on. Bear with me. Overhead cam. Okay, so this here is my splitter cable, which I'm going to be using for the back of the DeLorean. This here is the wire that I was using. As you can see, that's 2.3 mil. And this is the stuff that I get now from another company. This is actually 2.3 mil as well. This is like Tron Blue. This is brilliant. Trouble with this is, though, that it's not going to fit. So I ordered this and I don't really need it. So that's probably going to be for another project soon. Don't know when. But people keep asking me, where do I get this from? 1.3 mil. If you want to get 1.3 mil stuff, I've got a link. I had a link. Let's find my link. Okay, here's the link here to the company. Let's just go to their homepage. I will look at chat in a second. Hang on a minute. This is where I get all my EL wire from, and you can get 1.3 mil here. This is the EL wire. It's elwirecraft.co.uk. You go into EL wire, and as you can see, you've got 1.3 mil wire there, and you can buy whatever you want. They called it Angel Hair, the 1.3, but I got Tron Blue. For the front of the DeLorean, I use 1 meter. For the back, I use 3 meter. 1 meter is not going to cut it. I already tried it. So that is the site you want to go for all your EL wire needs. If you want splitters or anything like that, it's all in here. So that is the site for that. What is happening about the Ghostbusters build? Johnson Hazel said Ghostbusters build was only 2 trial issues, so we've had them, and we probably won't see it again. I'll be surprised if it comes 2019. I've heard rumours July 2019, but nothing definite about that. As a matter of fact, I've got to say thank you to someone. Someone called. Bear with me. I've got to get a name. Someone called Darren Anderson. Darren Anderson, he sent me a link to all the test sites for D'Agostini. I'm going to show you this now. Look at this. This is all the stuff in their parent directory that's coming from D'Agostini or Model Space, or stuff that hasn't gone ahead. There's quite some surprises in here, actually. The Star Wars chests look brilliant. Star Wars helmet's still in there. There's no mention of the Star Wars bus collection, which is obviously in the Europe at the moment. We've got the X-Wing on there. But with the X-Wing, I haven't heard anything about that, which is a worry. It's a big worry because Model Space at the moment have gone absolutely silent on me. Absolutely silent. You can't, no emails being responded to. I was expecting to have something about X-Wing at the moment. And that's what worries me. It's not gone into production at the moment. I would have they started filtering this out. Nothing. So I don't know what's happening. Don't know what's happening there. As a matter of fact, I don't even think the bike is continuing at the moment. It's continuing to subscribers, but I've got up to pack 6, and even the packs didn't make sense on the Valentino Rossi bike. So I don't know what's happening with that. But that's a puzzler, that one, I have to say. The Life of Brian, who are you going to call? He-Man! Mrs. World Wayne, Wayne Bounds, I'm very well, thank you. My brother-in-law and dad are also on the road recovery. Although Mrs. World Wayne didn't have a voice today, so the house was quiet, which was lovely. Which is going to get me slapped later on today. Bollocks brother, dude, just started watching your videos. Think you're awesome. Keep up the good work. Thank you, sir. Stuart Moss, Harry Potter collection coming soon from Eagle Boss. Stuart, I've seen the Harry Potter collection, and normally, look, I mean, I've got all the Marvel movie collection figurines and stuff. It's something I'd get, but I've got the Doctor Who figurines upstairs, which was only meant to go on for 80 issues. And what's it? Is it on 200 now? Eagle Moss don't know when to stop. So that's probably part of the reason that I wouldn't get that, to be honest with you. So, what else have I been up to? Apart from wrecking DeLoreans and stuff like that, I'm going to give a shout out to... not myself. Where am I? See, I set these things up, and then where I go onto a website, I lose them all again. So bear with me. I'm going to give a shout out to, and Horlicks will know this, Paint with Penny. If you haven't seen Paint with Penny on YouTube channel, go and see Paint with Penny. They're currently building the Routemaster bus at the moment, but she's actually doing the R2-D2 3D printer build for the full size run at the moment, and I've been captivated by it. I didn't even know it exists, the 3D printer files for that. So there's a plug there, because this is pretty much what I've been watching all week at the moment. Right, let's transition back. As you see, I've got a whole list of things I'm going through at the moment, so if I'm not catching the chat, I apologise for that, because I know I'll forget if I don't do that. If I don't do that now. Johnson Hazel, will you be collecting the 100-year RAF collection? Probably not. Not really my thing, the old military aircraft and stuff. RC Jackie Mac, is there going to be any builds for the Transformers at all? That'd be brilliant, wouldn't it? I haven't heard anything. Haven't heard anything at all. Mrs. Rhoda Wayne, he felt like a sex machine. Damn straight. I felt like Barry White. Okay, right. Now, something that people have been having problems with. R2-D2 comes to an end next week. I will have issue 99. Probably, the video's probably not going to be out till Monday, because I've got my kids this weekend. So I'll get the video done for that. That's just going to be the main board that's going into the dome. Where you see that sitting on my shelf, if you have noticed, I've got a new shelf all lit up. That dome is actually affixed to the motor inside there. I just wanted to see how it fits in the gap. You probably saw that in my last R2-D2 video. But I know a lot of people are having problems getting hold of batteries, and everyone's been giving me suggestions, and I follow the links. And I'm talking batteries that are reasonably priced. I call £20 for a single battery not reasonably priced. So every link I followed are now out of stock. But I found one. I found one site where you'll be able to get batteries. Now, they're based in Holland, I think, but they will post to the UK. I've already spoken to them, and I'm going to show you all the batteries on this page here will work in the R2-D2 unit. The website for this is http://eu.encon.nl, and you can just filter it by unprotected button top. And as you can see, the single price for each battery there, like €6. That's nothing. So I think there's only one out of stock as well. They're in stock. Yeah, I think most of them are in stock. So if you're having problems getting batteries, because by the look of it, DLSD ain't coming through with that. I haven't seen issue 100. I've had no sign of where people are getting the batteries from for that, which isn't good. So, and I know a lot of people are going to be finishing this build next week and not having any clue about the batteries. As a matter of fact, I thought we would have heard something about the app. I haven't seen anything about the app either. So at the moment, to control the thing, looks like I'm going to be pressing the buttons on the front. And I know the top button is like an autonomous mode, so it will just wander around doing its own thing. But that'd be a shame if that's not ready to go. You think this would have been... We would have had ideas of this at least by issue 90. I don't know. Wayne Bounds, if I was a sex person, I require plenty of WD-40. Is that a reference to the sex machine in From Dusk Till Dawn? One of my favourite makeup artists, Tom Savini, with his little weapon. That was wicked. Mrs. Wayne, Lee, he was so poor he didn't feel like anything. Yeah, I was milking it. I was getting everything I possibly can. That leads me to the thing. The R2 finishes next week. There's no sign of the X-Wing, which I'm absolutely shocked about, and I can't get any response to when the advertising campaign is going to start. I was told the advertising campaign starts the second week of December, but there's been just like a radio silence, which is really scary. So I don't know if that is actually coming out for January. If anyone else has heard anything else that's not rumour, then please tell me, but that's a worry. The Delorean finishes in May, which means I've got nothing to do. What am I going to do videos on next week? Next few weeks? Lee, I ordered a set of batteries from 18650 UK. Yep, they're out of stock, Lee. I already checked their site. I think the D'Agostini Apollo 11 had a trial run. There is a website. I don't know. Ian Campbell, how come the 2.3mm EL don't fit the DeLorean? Because the little plastic clips we have, they've got little holes in the back for this cable to fit it in. It's too thick to go in those holes. So when you put this plate on around the grill at the front, it won't be able to be screwed in. It will just sit there and it looks stupid. And because it just sits on the outside, it doesn't plug into the holes around the side of the vehicle either. So yeah, it just doesn't work. Trust me. Trust me, I was crying at the end of that video. As a matter of fact, the missus knew that, you know, it was a car crash. The whole thing was a car crash. I should have just stopped the video and gave up then. But it's a completionist thing. I've got 99 or 100 videos up now and I haven't missed one. So there was no way I was going to miss that. That's for sure. Wayne Downs, link us in chat, please. What do you want to link for? Do you want the link for the batteries? Hang on. I've got that here. That is the battery link there. And sorry, I should have done this earlier. And this, if you guys want to watch Paint with Penny, that's Paint with Penny's link there as well. Chris Captain, how's the R2 head gap on yours, Wayne? It's minimal. It's about 2 mil. And it needs to be that to be able to have the head to turn. There needs to be a gap, otherwise it won't turn. But when I put it on, there was about a centimetre gap, and I turned the head a bit and then it just dropped. So I don't know if that's what you need to do, because it needs to have some resistance in the motor to make it turn. You can't just have that round, what I'm using there to hold up my shelf. It needs to be able to clamp into that. But yeah, I haven't got a problem with that at all. It's not sure if you're aware, a demand to keep releasing so many at one time, so keep checking their site. Yeah, Horlicks, so they're giving a discount code as well, aren't they? Every time they put a link for new batteries, I've gone on it, it's out of stock. So, I mean, I'm lucky I've got my batteries, so I don't have to worry. But I'm just thinking about the rest of you, because I think it'll be such a shame when they all start completing next week and you can't use them. Andy Cliff, I'd like to build Wally next to keep R2 company. Well, in Milton Keynes, for the 15th of December, they've got a robot display in their library there. And they finally got Vincent from the Black Hole there. And I've never seen a full-size one. And it's there till the 29th of January, I think. And it's free to enter. So I'm going to be going to Milton Keynes to take 100 million pictures of that. I'm going to be bringing my ruler for specs, because that's one bad boy that I want to build. Vincent from the Black Hole. I can't wait to see that. So if any of you around Milton Keynes, or go shopping in the Milton Keynes Centre there, the library's right next to the centre. Wayne Bounds, imagine if they did a Johnny 5 build. That'd be brilliant. But I think I haven't got room for a full-size one. I mean, if you've noticed, I've moved things around. Who's noticed the Warcraft poster's gone? Look, the Warcraft poster's gone, and I've got Back to the Future poster. And then over here is Mark Tadgel in group chat tonight. I'm not sure. Mark's the guy who's been sending me all the R2-D2 magazines, so I can complete at the same time you guys have. He's also got me the C-3PO, the big one that's going to go right there. And that's why I haven't put a shelf on the top here, and reinforced shelf, because I don't know how tall it's going to be. And I've ordered the one that you order from Amazon. It's a it's the wrong. It's not even gold. It's like a mustard colour. So I've ordered a chrome gold spray paint to do that with. I'm going to light his eyes up as well. I have got an Amazon store. I'm going to link that here. And this is my Amazon store. And as you can see in my Amazon store, I've got currently books. I'm loving reading books at the moment. But if you want to make your own YouTube studio, I've put everything that I've pretty much got in my man cave at the moment, which is how I'm making videos and stuff. But, oh, where are we? We've come right out of it. Didn't mean to do that. But I've got the C3PO in here. There it is. That's the one that's coming. As you can see, it's like a mustard colour. But I will be painting that. I'm going to put LEDs behind the eyes so they'll light up. And we're not having a red arm. And we will have a silver leg. I don't know why they haven't put that in either. But there you go. So that's that. And I see a lot of people who have been buying this, as you can see here, have been buying the gold paint with that. So I knew that was coming. All the night lights that I've got up on the wall, they're all in there. What else we got in my store? I haven't got a clue now, you know. How do I go back? Keeps chucking me back to the battery page. Let's go back in, because the only other thing is Modelled Builders Emporium. I'd ignore the EL wire here, because all of this wire in here is 2.3 mil. But the splitters are good. That's the gold paint I ordered for the C3PO there. Chris Camplin, you advised me about this, so I got that in the end. These are the wire cutters I'm using. Pretty much all the modelling stuff that you need here. And I put an Arduino set on there because, let's go back. Because, who said I was a Christmas elf actually earlier on? This is my lounge at the moment. See, it's like a little grotto. I am a Christmas elf. Anyway, because I was trying to rack my brains what I can actually start filming next year. So what I've decided to do was, how would you guys like step-by-step tutorials right from beginner level of how to use an Arduino and how to program it? I think that'd be quite a good thing if we do right from very basic, just to light an LED, to more advanced stuff by getting a matrix to power so you can have words coming up on the screen and speakers and all of that. And I think if we make it a weekly thing, really bite-sized chunks, really comprehensive, so it's not going to be confusing. What do you think? Would that be something that you guys would be interested in? And obviously linking LEDs to optic fibres as well. What do you think? You have to let me know. But that's what I'm planning to do. So, hi Paint with Penny. I've been plugging your channel big time. Lee, I get my Delorean weekly from the newsagents. Had enough of Eagle Moss. Yeah, I did that, Lee. I did that about 3 months ago. I got fed up with Eagle Moss. Now, we get 101 next week, which means we've caught up with the subscribers now. But then I guess we're going to be ahead, because I don't think you guys are going to get yours for another 6 weeks. Perhaps after Christmas now. Is that right? Have you had a payment taken for the next 6 weeks, all you Delorean subscribers? I don't know. I haven't got a clue. But my next build I do, with the X-Wing, if the X-Wing does come out, because I'm so getting worried about that now, seems to be in every country but the UK, I'll be getting subscription for one, and I'll be getting from the newsagents, so I'll be ordering 2. Hello, son. Because I want one that I can build, because D. Augustine is normally ahead of the subscribers, but I want 2 X-Wings. I might paint them different. Paint with Penny, if you're painting C3PO, may I make a recommendation? Firstly, paint it silver, then apply 2 washes of sepia. Okie dokie, I'll bear that in mind. I've heard a tip about using a 5p piece for the eyes, but someone else suggested putting blue tack just in the eyes and when I come to spraying that. Because I need to keep that the same colour, because the LEDs are going to be able to shine through that plastic. If there's a coat of paint on that, it's not going to happen. I'm trying to catch up with the chat, so if I've missed anything, I apologise for that. Actually, that goes for things on Facebook and the YouTube group as well. If I've missed a comment or I've missed a message, I apologise. Don't take it personally. It's just that sometimes on Facebook, I don't see the messages at all. And on YouTube, there's getting so many now. What I tend to do now is I just put a like in to say that I've read it. Because if I was trying to respond, it's getting silly. But yeah, please don't take it personally. I'm not like that. I like everyone. Chris Cameron, I've got the same Arduino kits. Well, the Arduino kit I've got, I'll show you, is this bad boy. And it's got all sorts of projects and everything in it. Let's see if I can show you. Matter of fact, that's why I've got a top camera. Let's transition from my top camera there. There we go. So you've got little instructions how to do it, the breadboards, the Arduino units, and Bluetooth for some reason. I've got loads of wires. I just think it'd be a fun thing to do, because a lot of people have been wanting to do these mods, when some of the mods, if you just want to do the LED blinks, a bit like the cockpit from the Millennium Falcon, they're quite easy to do just with an Arduino and simple programming. So, if you could do a tutorial on how to wire up a full-size R2-D2 to all the whistles and bells asking for a friend. Yeah, that'd be good. Mark Tadgel's the person to ask for that. To be honest with you, it would be good to go to one of the... I've just missed the Birmingham Film Fair, but when the R2 Builders Club are there, is to get someone to open up and take a lot of pictures. So, but Penny, to be honest with you, I think the full-size R2-D2s aren't a million miles away from the Agostini one for the wiring up. It depends what you want it to do. 1971 Street Hall, good evening, Wayne. Hello, Brow Bunny. Hi, Wayne. There's a great guy that helps you with Arduino. They help you build a project to photo the Earth from space. Wow. Hi, Wayne. I'm Mike from the USA. Hi, Mike. But no, I just think the Arduino, a lot of people are scared with the actual programming side of it, which is probably the easiest part. But we'll see how it goes. I'll start releasing it week by week, and if there's no interest, we'll knock it on the head. But I think it'd be a good thing, because it's not just the model building community that are interested in this. The programming is quite a universal thing, so I'll probably get a lot of views. We'll have to see. Paper Penny, I'll use a liquid mask for the eyes if it's big enough. All I know is the eyes are the size of a 5p. Mrs. Welder Wayne, if you're watching this, can I have a drink, please? A coffee would be lovely. Taking the mick, innit I? Because when I first learnt the Arduino, this is, let's just go to, where am I? Sorry, wrong one. This is the breadboard here. I didn't know how the breadboard works at all. So this was a new thing on me, and like I didn't realise that all the rails go this way for the top and down for this and all of that. It's just really elementary things like that that I didn't know, which is why I learned from a book, to be honest with you. I did know a little bit about the script, but yeah, that's how I learned. Horlicks, tell me about it. Unfortunately, I lost a subscribe for missing hello from your last stream. Oh, don't worry about it. And Dave, all you fellow YouTubers, Chris Camplin, Paint with Penny, Alex, don't worry if you get negatives. Never negative tigs. I did mention this another one. Negative tigs are really good. So you might have likes, but dislikes are even better, because it's engagement. And it really boosts up your engagement levels big time and gets you higher on the search engines. So when I release a video and someone's disliked it after 30 seconds, and I'm like, someone really must have it in for me, I don't think they know that they're actually doing me a favour. But it does make me laugh. I keep thinking of someone on the computer going, he's fucking building again. Oh, it winds me up. Oh, delete, 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 dislike. But yeah, no, it does make me laugh. And to be honest with you, I've got auto moderating on my YouTube channel, and touch wood, I haven't had too much bad stuff come through. And if I do, it normally gets filtered before I get to see it anyway, so it doesn't make a difference. Paper Penny, thanks live for Brian for the sub. I think I've reached the big time with a big gun. Subscribe to your channel. Also, thanks Wayne for the sub. I really appreciate it. No, that's no problems. I've been watching. I'm going to link you again, Paint with Penny. This is your channel here. I've been watching you building the R2-D2 with a 3D printer, because I'm captivated by it. I know I think you've got the CR10, and I've been looking at that printer, and I'm like, Wayne, you don't want it. You don't want it. You don't want to do that. You don't want it. I'm talking myself out of it, but Mrs. Welder Wayne will tell you what I'm like when it comes to things like that. I can't talk myself out of things. This is why I bought issue 99 again for the Delorean. I said, no, I'm not going to do it. I'll put up with it. And it just lingers there. It must be the OCD or something. It lingers, and I'm like, I want it. I need it. I've got to have it. Wayne Bounce, come on, Mrs. World Wayne, want to see you on camera. Well, last time I left her, she was wearing like a hijama, so I don't know if she's going to be on. She might just like peer through the door, knock on the door or something. Paper Penny, yeah, I just don't understand the negatives. It does make me laugh, but I said it's all good. It's all good. And I mean, with people who do YouTube at the moment, the CRM, the actual visitors and the advertising rates go up. November, December, October, November, December, and then they're going to die a death in January. So it doesn't matter what content you release, you're not going to get many views on it. And to be honest with you, that's why a lot of YouTubers don't really do much filming January, February, March time until Easter when it starts to ramp up again. Which is why I'm trying to find other avenues to things to do, because I really want to build something, but I haven't got anything that lined up apart from the X-Wing that I really want to build. See, I like film memorabilia thing, and I have, like I said last time on stream, been in touch with Randy Cooper about getting the Explorer ship. As a matter of fact, I don't think he's in chat at the moment. Mike Lane, where's this? Let's try and find this. Mike Lane sent me this, which is like the Explorer's collection edition book. I didn't even know this was coming. And like, oh my God, this was amazing. And I'll tell you what's really good about this, that when it finally comes to build the ship, they've got so many close-up pictures and stuff that I can use to paint. And, oh, that was one amazing gift, and I can't thank Mike enough. And Mike, if you're watching this on the video on demand feature, thank you so much. That was brilliant. Ethan Doonan, imagine if there was a Herbie the Lovebug build. I would have loved that. That was one of my ones that I mentioned in, I think, episode 1. Andy Clift, I don't like hobnobs. It's chocolate for me. See, I must have mentioned this before, that I drink a lot of milk. I get through about 6 pints of milk a day. And I love chocolate as well. So I'm going to have the chocolate. Oh, my God. Let's watch this. Thank you. Yeah, she's hardly wearing anything, people. So I got my coffee. So Mrs. Welder Wayne won't be coming on camera. But look at this. Come here. Look. Phoebe's got Santa gear on. Say hello, Phoebe's. Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas! Oh, Phoebe. Look, everyone wants to see you. Everyone wants to see you. Yes, they do. We only found out today. We thought Phoebe was 11. Phoebe's actually 10. We figured that out today, so she's gained a year, which is good. But Phoebe is a Jack Russell cross Chihuahua. And she is the most docile animal you'll ever see. As a matter of fact, she's a bit spoiled. So when I'm doing the builds or when I'm doing the videos for the Delorean and the R2, she's normally at my feet. So, well, if we both work on him, I'm sure we can do it. You work on Wayne wanting one, and I work on Mrs. Wayne letting him have one. She said last year I could have a printer, but I had this problem with trying to find a printer that would do everything without minimum effort. But I didn't want blocked nozzles, I didn't want bad prints. And Chris Camplin, if you're still in here, did you get your printer fixed? Because that would be driving me nuts at the moment. That's the one that you built yourself. Look, everyone's like a rat with steel. It's Mark Knight. You're absolutely right. She is. Oh, look at you. Aren't you? Right, I'm going to let Phoebe downstairs. All right, 1 second. Go on in. Off you go. Bless her. Oh, she's crazy. Ian Campbell, on my YouTube channel, I've got a thing about Phoebe where she's jumping up the tree. That dog can almost jump 6 foot. She's almost an arboreal dog. She can almost climb into the tree. Crazy, because we got pigeons nesting. Well, not at the moment with these gale force winds we got, but yeah, she tries to get the pigeons out of the tree, which is quite funny. What do you think about the other thing? I don't know if anyone saw the video today. You've got the mods for the DeLorean that Chloe and Corey have done. I believe that is the web address there, modelmods.com. It's good that it's all in one place now. But just remember, it does take a while. If anyone does 3D print. To 3D print, prep, paint. Long time. The Arduino kit that I showed you, Rainbounds, is in my shop on Amazon. What I'll do, I'm going to go onto my shop again, and I will try and link it from that. 1 second. It's a good kit, it is. Here we go. So there's the link to the Arduino kit. That contains the Arduino, a breadboard, And loads of little gadgets like Matrix, even a remote control. So if you wanted to do the remote control for the DeLorean rather than use the switches 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you've got all the stuff in there to do that. No problems at all. I can't do it now because there's no way I'm taking that car apart again. That's partly the reason why I'm not getting the white wall tyres. And every time I go in WH Smith's, they keep offering me discount to take them. Because I don't think they can get sale or return on them. They're just sitting there. And I'm like, I really don't want them. Ian Campbell, yeah, I asked if they would put the other mods folks on that site too. Thanks, Wayne. Chloe said it was difficult to manage. I don't know who's running the site. I just think it was nice to have a professional place all in one place. I'm sure in the future something like that might come along. But you've got to remember those mods that are coming out and 2 people making them, with Mike Lane's help obviously free. With how many people want mods, the workload must be phenomenal. So I think it's just a case of let things just calm down a bit at the moment and we'll see what happens. But I can understand why it being difficult to manage, Ian. Mark Knight, it's a shame there's no remote control system for the R2. Well, theoretically there is with the app. But because the app's going to have remote control on it. But I can't tell you because they haven't gave us any sight nor hair of the app. And I keep doing searches for it. But Brian Phillips, they should put links on YouTube videos like yours of how to install the mods. That's a good idea. I think I did one for the flux capacitor, but when these mods came, I understand a lot of people are now so far advanced in their builds, they're being held up by waiting for the mods. But we never know what mods we need at the time when they come out, because we identify a problem. Then it's like this DeLorean at the moment with the EL wire. There's no way I would have gone with the optic wire when I'm seeing what it looks like, because the wire is actually hidden by the frame. So if you haven't got a strong light behind it, it's not lighting it up at all. And I think if anyone's actually done that frame at the moment, you know what I mean. And there's no way I was going to leave it as the way it was, which is why I'm using the EL wire. And as I said, this EL wire being clear is really weird, but that's actually light blue. Great stuff. But yeah, I'll put the link in again for the EL Wirecraft. It was I didn't put that in chat, did I? Let's get that one back up. Hang on a second. So for your EL wire and all your needs, remember it's 1.3 mil, and I've just put the link for that in chat. So, oh Wayne, thank you. I'll be buying. That would be the printer fund. If I got a 3D printer, I'm telling you, I'll be in hell. But I'll get a plaque made, Wayne, and I'll put that on the front of it. I'll put Wayne. It could be me or you then. Thank you, mate. Complete DeLorean, not till issue 130. As a matter of fact, when I went into WH Smith's today to pick up my issue, he thought that was it and was trying to give me my deposit back. I'm like, no, there's 30 more. But they are dragging it out. You think about it, we've got 3 wires in this issue. The next issue is the... I always chuck the magazines in the bin, by the way. As a matter of fact, next time I do a build, I never keep these. So if anyone wants them, I'll keep them aside and I'll be happy to post them out to you. But in the next issue, as I said, it's just more of the wire. And apparently this grill thing here, we're going to roll up and it's going to be going onto the side of the door. But it's not £8.99's worth, that's for sure. But... did anyone answer me about when the next 6 weeks worth is coming through? Have you had any date, or has that come out the bank? I'm not sure. Horlicks, yes, it's shocking, but I've kept in standard. Ah, gotcha. Right, see. Mike Lauren, you did one for the carpet license plate and the Christmas tree and the flux capacitor. I didn't do the radio. I couldn't really do the radio because I said I weren't going to take the thing apart. I didn't do the power mod because I already planned to power it from the outside anyway. Most of the other ones I did. And I think you've seen that I've got the Wayne's World number plate from Mike Lane. That was excellent. But Mike Lane, he's like... Remember, all of you people I've met through the DeLorean build... God, it's emotional. Yeah, I always get emotional at the end of builds, so, you know, get me. But getting these things for the post, and like, I'm not going to take it off the wall, but my California number plate there, I did mention, I've got a lovely message from Mike Lane on the back of that, just thanking me for help and all of that. There's some good people in the community, I'm telling you. Mark Knight, what the hell is the print on that mug? It's bugging me now. It's the Gryffindor badge. And it says Brave. I got it from the Harry Potter Studio Tour. And as a matter of fact, it does say the Harry Potter Studio Tour underneath, but I'm not about to turn it over because I will end my sex life. Or could I have your R2 mags? You could, but I've got none left. And I've only got 2 left. I've only got 99 and 100 left. You're welcome to those, Paint with Penny. But if they give you the option for the X-Wing, I will be just getting them online. Because what I'm having to do those pictures that you see inlaid on the video is scan them. Cut them out with Paint Shop Pro. And then put them in. But if I had the PDF of the file, I wouldn't need that. I can just pull them straight from the PDF, which is what I've been doing for the Valentino Rossi build. But on that X-Wing sign-up site, they don't give you that option. And obviously that X-Wing sign-up site isn't live. You could subscribe as many times as you want for it, but it's not gonna go into production until you see it on the front page of the D'Agostini website. But to be honest with you, if I do go for this, I don't think I'll be going for the premium one. I don't think I'm going to make a diorama of it. I don't really want any of that. £2 per issue. 100 issues. So £200 for... Nah, not happening. But, yeah, there's still no sign of it. So I don't know when that's coming out. By the way, the link for the Arduino kit did not appear in chat. Did it? I thought it did. Hang on, I've still got it up here. Da, 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 da. There you go, Wayne. That should work. You have to let me know if that works. That's what I've just copied and pasted it from the address field. So, Love Brian, had I not cancelled sub, I think it's due next week. Is that the payment or the delivery, Dave? I had an email last week saying my next 6 were on the way. Ah, gotcha. So you theoretically then, when I get issue 101 next week, will be 6 weeks ahead of me. That never happens with Eagle Moss. I have to say. But issues not until the end of January. Glad on 3 of them. Yeah. Dave, I'm telling you, I won't ever subscribe to Eagle Moss again. And for me to do a subscription with them, they need to be giving some really good free stuff away. I never keep magazines for them. I mean, I had all the Millennium Falcon magazines and all they were doing was gathering dust. So I just chucked them all in the bin. And I know people would have wanted them. I mean, I sent a load of binders. I did a binder giveaway for my DeLorean, which was, I think it was about 6 binders I sent to Virginia. So I had a competition and I opened it worldwide and typical someone in Virginia won them. So, and that cost me a fortune. I think that was like £25 in postage just to post some boulders out. Would you prefer Back to the Future remake or a continuation movie? Cypher Dracon. That's sacrilege. You can't say a remake of Back to the Future. Just leave it alone. Come up with another original story. Hot Tub Time Machine. That was an original story. No, you can't. You can't revisit that. I will scan them for you. I haven't forgotten. Paper Penny, oh really, Chris? That would be great. I have some scanning them for you. I feel like I'm asking a lot of him and he's doing so much for me. Is that some of the magazine? Oh, right, gotcha. I see what you mean. Wayne, they're remaking Watership Down. That was a sad film when I first saw that. Hey, guys, I'm after some... God, you've triggered me. You've triggered me. If you remember last week, or 2 weeks, when I was last online, we were talking about our favourite programmes or some of the kids' programmes we used to watch, from Mysterious Cities of Gold to D'Artagnan and the Muskehounds, D'Artagnan. I wanted to go on to toys this week from your childhood. Now, I had 2 toys that I absolutely loved when I was a kid. Now, one of them, I can show you now what it is. And I know that they re-released this a couple of years ago. But I absolutely loved the Big Track when that came out. That was one of my favourite toys when I was a kid. But if any of you remember in the 80s or stuff, there's a toy which I cannot find anywhere. And I can't find it on eBay. I can't find any reference to it. So I'm wondering if it was one of these Japanese knockoff things where they just changed the name. And if I describe it to you and anyone knows this, please point me in the direction of it. But what it was, they're a little bit like Transformers, but they weren't like robots that turned into spaceships. Basically, there were spaceships which came apart and made different kinds of spaceships. And I remember one which red and black. It had a spaceship and wings on it, and you press a button and the wings would come off and you could put them underneath. The second ship was blue and had a yellow sort of like radar coming out the front of it. And again, it had things that you could fire and little missiles would come out of it. But the third one was a big vehicle that looked like an engine, and it fired cannons from each end, and it had little missile fire from the top. If you press the button in the middle, it will separate. And the thing was called the Ivan Combine. The Ivan Combine, or Ivan Combine. That's all I know. But I can't find any reference to it anywhere on the internet. So much so that I'm thinking I dreamt it. But that was one of my favourite toys growing up. But yeah, if anyone can find that. And the only way we're going to find anything like that is by that title. It was definitely called the Ivan Combine. But I can't find anything on it at all. I don't think it was Tonka Trucks. It was something like Star something. But it weren't Star Force or Star Chaser or anything like that. It was... I've already checked them. So... Oh, bye, Penny. I hope you're videoing that because I'm watching it. Wayne Downs, how do we get onto your shop? Because the link isn't working. Okay, I'll give you the link to my shop and then you can navigate to it from there. That should work. That's the link to my shop. I hope that helps. Mark Knight, apparently they're making movies from the 80s cartoon now. Have you noticed that cartoons have like gone? Cartoons are now a thing of the past and they've been replaced by computer graphics. The new Star Wars series, the new Disney. Disney are releasing The Lion King next year. And it started to make me wonder, what's the point of doing animation anymore? Because we've got a CGI version of an animated film. That don't make sense. And I think the whole reason that we used to do animation was because animation did things that real life couldn't do. But now we can do that with CGI. Do we still need animation? I don't know. My mate Vince did a try to a fix on a big track. I didn't understand that. Sorry, mate. I love my big track. I had the trailer as well, which tipped out. You got the remake of the big track, Carl. Big track was brilliant. That was my best present. Oh, that and my ZX Spectrum Plus 3. But no, that and whatever this toy Ivan Combine was. Mark Knight, no, I don't get out at all, Mark. See, I work from home as well. I've got a job which means I can work in the comfort of my own home as well, on the phone. So that's a good job actually. I get to wear one of these. So I get to wear my headset, and I'm talking to people on the phone. This is me. So hi, Cheryl. She's got no... Well, Cheryl almost said she's got no clothes on. She's just got her pyjamas on at the moment. She don't want to come up. She might have no clothes on, for all I know. She's downstairs. I'm in a 3-story house here, so... Ethan Doolan, mine was a big bobby car. Wow. I'm trying to think. Star Glider. Let me have a look at that one. When I bought them, or when my mum bought them for me, she bought all the ships together, and they weren't little things. Star Glider. Nah. Oh, I remember the game Star Glider. They weren't little things. I mean, the Ivan Combine was about the same width as the, length as the DeLorean. And the other spaceships were like, they were big. They were really big things. They weren't GoBots. Definitely not GoBots. I remember Star Chaser and The Legend of Orion. Definitely weren't that, but I did like that film. They should do. I've just heard that, again, the Disney film, what was it called? Artemis, the Artemis Fowl. That's coming out. That looks good. No, it wasn't GoBots, Fleetwood J. I wish it was. It's been racking my brains forever. Just wondering what make and model your camcorder is, Wayne. Chef Hawk, it's a Panasonic V220. No, V210. And it's when I bought it, it's quite a cheap camcorder. It's about £189 new. But it was it's a 1080p HD camcorder. To be honest with you, under low light, it's not very good at all. But if I've got 2 big soft boxes here. It's brilliant. Outdoors is brilliant as well. So you could probably get that quite cheap at the moment. Either the V210 or the V220 Panasonic. and it runs from an SD card, but I've only got a 32 gig SD card in there at the moment. So normally every 30 minutes of footage, I have to stop, download it to my PC and upload it. I need to get a bigger card, but I just haven't got around to it. Was it Starcom Space Toys? See, Ian Campbell, Starcom I looked at before. Hang on. No, it definitely wasn't Starcom. I've been searching for it for years. If you can find the Ivan Combine, look, I'm going to put it in chat. It was like this. It was hyphenated. I remember that. Ivan Combine, like that. That was the main chip, if you like. I went into Affleck's Palace and there was a shop where they sell old toys like the calculator in the shape. Oh, I remember that. That goes for crap loads now, Wayne. The Mr. Professor, I think it was called. Horlick's YouTube channel. My mate Vince does try to fix videos and he's got spares or repair Big Track and got it up and running. I keep turning like this because the chat window is behind my microphone. I really need to sort that out. So when I'm doing this, I'm not having a coronary or anything. Mrs. Wayne, Wayne's mum spoilt him rotten. He got everything he asked for, a typical baby of the family. Yeah, I'm one of 4. So I've got 3 older brothers. As a matter of fact, my brother in Australia is flying home at the moment to England. So, but, Wayne, there's an old toy shop in Leicester. Is there? Where's that, Carl? I'm in Leicester soon. I'm meeting up with Mark Tadgel. I don't think he's on here tonight. If he is, hi, Mark. If you're watching the VOD. Hiromi Kwan, hello. Mark and I, Disney seem to be making a lot of their animations into live action. Jungle Book was great redo, unless they make the other something similar. They're wasting their time. I think they're wasting their time with animation. And then it started racking my brains. What was the last animation Disney did? And wasn't it was it The Princess and the Frog? I think that was the last animation, wasn't it? Weird. By the way, do you remember Merlin, a big red plastic tic-tac-toe game? Merlin. I think I do, but yeah. Was it Mobile Shoot Gundam? No, it wasn't Gundam. I'm going to look at it though. Mobile Shoot Gundam. All the ships had different names. So, Mobile Shoot. No, definitely wasn't that. My Pet Monster, which I still have, Cypher Dragon. Wicked. I love the toys. I think that's partly the reason why a lot of people are trying to get some of these old toys back again, because they remind you of a time when things were simple. I'd love some of my old toys back. You know, I had pretty much every one of the original Kenner 1977 figures. And I'm sure we've all got sorry stories about how their mum sold them at a boot sale. Bad. I'm the youngest of 4, but like I'm 46 next year. So my oldest brother's 56, that means he's 10 years older than me. But Chris Cameron, just on my Pet Monster on it. Were those toy Starias? I'm gonna have a look at that now as well. Starias. I'm looking at them. No. They weren't convertible. They weren't like robots which would turn into ships or anything. They were ships which turned into ships. But you can have different configurations of them, sort of thing. So the ship, rather than have wings at the front, could have the wings at the back. And they're really good. Hi, Wayne. I have the Wallace and Gromit card making... Hi, Wayne. I have the Wallace and Gromit card making dies. Really? Oh, my God. How about the wind up eating? Oh, everyone had that. You talked about the one where you wound it up and it went through the cardboard ring of fire. That was brilliant. You should visit the Museum of Childhood in Bethnal Green. I should really do that, shouldn't I? I wonder if anyone would come with me, Mrs. Wilder Wayne. I'm sure there's one person that would come. You had a great toy, Starbird, from MB. I've got to look at that, Doug. Starbird. Oh, wow. Yeah, I remember Starbird. That was good. Good little ship, that one. I guess it's in the feats of history. I don't think I'm ever going to find it. So what's everyone planning to build afterwards? Oh yeah, I just go off on track. I normally build things which are memorabilia to films, and if there's nothing coming out, the only other thing that I have had my eye on is the Volkswagen camper. I've heard no sign of the Lotus Esprit from James Bond. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to build. I'm lost. Perhaps I should build a full-size R2-D2. I don't think I'd 3D print it though. I'll be doing the metal work, I think. Which means I need to build a metalwork foundry in the garden, if that's okay, Mrs. Weldaway. I could be like Forged in Fire. I could be on Forged in Fire. That'd be good. I had the Kenner building the highway sets. Well, apart from the figures, Heaven's Eagle, I had the Jabba's Palace. I never had the Death Star. I always wanted the Death Star. I had the same that everyone had. The Snowspeeder, the AT-ST, the AT-AT, the Endor Forest with the 4 trees. What else did I have? I had all of those just off camera vehicles. They were quite fun. And then I had the Power of the Force collection. And I had Yak Face with the coin on the card, which I believe was one of the most expensive ones out there. Wayne Downs, Mrs. Weldaway wants you to build a full-size owl first. She wants this Bobo owl from Clash of the Titans. You know, that would be something fun to build, especially if it was... Chris, are you still in here? Chris Camplin. Can you imagine if they made it clockwork, like some of the things with gears? A Bobo. That would be excellent. Make that. But with all cogs and stuff inside, that would be something else. That's what Mrs. Weldaway wants. With working headlights. You 3D printed and painted a camper? Really? Horlicks, you're going to have to send some pictures of that. I'd love to see that. That'd be pretty cool. Life of Brian, I've got the Lego UPS Millennium Falcon that I'm going to build over a few episodes. Is that the £600 odd Falcon, Dave? Don't tell me you bought that. Oh my God. The neighbours would love a foundry. Yeah, we don't care about the neighbours. Hi, well, I'm going to do the X-Wing and Ecto 1. I can't see Ecto 1 coming out next year either, Doug. With only 2 on a trial, something, they're testing the water there, I think. Fleetwood J, the camper van is brilliant, worth the money. I'd love to do that. Love to do the camper van. Although I'd love a camper van for real, to be honest with you. We got one down the road, which is rotting away. But the guy's put a sign on it saying not for sale. So. Manta Force. Let me have a look at that. Manta Force. 1971 Street Hawk. I'm looking at all these recommendations. Oh, that's close. No, it wasn't Manta Force, but the ships are around about the same size. But you got the right idea. That's the sort of thing it was. 1971 Street Hawk. Horlicks, just Facebook you pics of my 3D printed one I made and painted. Oh right, excellent. Let's have a look at that. Trying to get things working here. Ah, right, okay. See, I get... oh, right, you've just sent me a photo. Let's have a look at that. Oh, wow. Alex, I'm going to embarrass you now. And look at that. 3D printed. That's wicked. I like it a lot. Oh, excellent. Nice. 1971 X01 is a must build. Let's just hope it comes to the UK. Well, look, until I get absolute... oh, hi, Robbie Bobby. You're going to reassess your life after R2. I don't blame you. Have you managed to sort out batteries yet? I've got a link for some batteries, Robbie Bobby. I'm going to put it up here again. Because by the look of it, D'Agostini haven't come through at the moment. The firm there that I put a link in chat, they're based in Holland, but they're cheap, reasonably priced ones. So... Life of Brian, Dave, I seriously need to speak to your wife. Dave, I think we're coming down to Durham way in March. So I might have to come and see you. I can't remember why we're going there. Mrs. Weldaway, why are we going to Durham? There was a reason. I think there's an author, isn't there, that we're getting an autograph? I can't remember. Oh, wasn't it Aronovich? I think he was there. Mike Connaught's Battle Cruiser, Mike, right? Hang on. Catch and Barking Toad. Right, I'm going to look at that one. No, again, you've got the right idea with a ship, but it wasn't that one. It was an 80s toy as well. That was, it says 1977 with that. It was 80s. It was around about 81, 82. How did you find 99? I haven't done it yet. I'm waiting for it to come, Alan. So it should be here tomorrow. Because Mark Tadgell's posted it out to me. I've also got another one coming because it's got the circuit board on it. I wanted to have a spare. I always keep spares of circuit boards. I think issue 56 of the DeLorean, the back board, or 53. I've got a spare one of them just in case. Oh, looks first paint job. The gear knows the lights. Oh, wow. The with the R2, I know I've showed you how to weather and all of that, and I've still got I've got the proper oil brusher down there. But before I did it, I stopped and I thought, I don't know if I want to do this because the C3PO I'm going to have on there is going to be gleaming gold, and I don't want to weather it. So I think I'm going to leave it and have like the New Hope ending going on back there. I might even put a little medal around their necks. But C3PO is going to come right to the top, around about there, I'm guessing. So if I do put a shelf above it, you ain't going to see anything. Because, look, I mean, there is stuff above there, look. I got me light up Yoda and hand and everything there. But unfortunately, you can't normally see that. That's why I have that there. But it has cleared things off. Look, if I move this around, look, my workspace now is very much clear. I never have this cable here normally because that's just charging my camcorder and then I just disconnect it. But my lightsaber's still there and I've still got my Thor's hammer, Iron Man and me Captain America thing there. And then the other side there, look, it's just basically my kid's bedroom. And I've got this fan. I've constantly got the fan on me because it is so hot in this room. Let's set this back up again. I mean, I'm under... Well, hey, let's get that right. Being fussy. I'm under a softbox light here. I've got the fan in my face and I'm still baking hot, so all fun. I just got some yesterday, Wayne, but thanks. I wanted to check link. Oh, cool. Oh, excellent. Because my biggest worry, I was saying earlier, Bobby, is that people come to the end next week and they haven't got batteries for the unit. That must be a kick in the teeth. But I really, really, really will be shocked if they get the app out in time. Because I've seen no sight or hair of that. Lee Titley, I'd like to build a Battlestar Galactica ship. That could be cool. Or even build an Cylon. Full size. 3D print the armour. That'd be excellent. Cheryl, you should come and get a tour bus and meet everyone. Well, I'm back to Essex again tomorrow, Cheryl. See, I picked my kids up from Essex, so I'll be in Basildon tomorrow. Starbird. Let's try that one. Hang on. Ethan Doolan. No. Nope, wasn't that. Sorry, did Chris Campling get his printer working? I didn't see. It must have rolled up. If he did answer, sorry if I missed that. It might push you into getting a 3D printer. Oh, I said I'd love a 3D printer. Cheryl, we have to host our own convention. I'd love to get a 3D printer. I just don't like the farting around with it. I'd like to be able to set it up. I can understand there's some tinkering and some calibration and then just leave it and then just think, right, that's it. It's set up. Anything I print now is going to be immaculate as long as I get all the internal structures right for the prints. But it doesn't work that way. You need the right ambient temperature for the room. You might need a fan on it because it's too hot. And I can't be dealing with that. Chris Camplin, you're in Grays now. So I said I used to work in the PC world in Lakeside there. Years ago. But I know Grays very well. I did my CBT in Grays for my bike. My motorbike. I haven't got a motorbike anymore. I'd love a motorbike. I like the Harleys. As a matter of fact, where I live, there's a town just down the road called Uppingham. And that's where Hugh Jackman was a teacher there once. They've got a great big Harley Davidson garage there. And every time I pass it, even on our wedding day, last month, a month and a half ago, Mrs. Welder Wayne texts me from the wedding car saying, no, I can't have a Harley Davidson. She won't let me have one. But it's a lovely place. Oh, that's a shame, Chris. I would like to see that working, though. Definitely. Pain in the neck. It's not Starcom, Carl. I had a look at that. I checked that earlier on. Wayne, World of Wayne, then check out the Flash Forge Finder. You're so wrong. There is no messing around with it. Flash Forge Finder. Let's have a look at that. Now, the other thing I want, Wayne, Flash Forge, is got to be quite large. That's too small. That's way too small. It's got to be able to fit panels which are at least 30 by 30, I'd say. Because reasonably, if you're going to be building big things and you're going to piece them together, you don't want to be piecing together hundreds of little things. Not a bad price though, 334 there. Or 290 there on box.co.uk. It's not bad if using PLA. ABS is really hard to print with. I know, I mean, a lot of people probably watch Barnacles. I used to watch Barnacles. That's originally got me into 3D printing. But now I watch Joel Telling, the 3D printing nerd. With Flash Provide, you hit print and walk away and come back to a perfect printed object. That'd be great. I go to Insomnia Gaming Festival every year. Svi Wheeler, why is your message retracted? Have I got an automatic thing on here? I don't know. I didn't retract it. I go to the Insomnia Gaming Festival every year, and a couple of years ago they had this thing where they scanned you in a booth, and then once you scan, it will automatically send your scanned image to a 3D printer and print you, so you can have your own little action figure. 1971 Streetwalk. I was a projection manager at UCI Cinema in Lakeside. Ah, you probably know my friend, and I can't remember his name because I haven't seen him for so long. What sort of a friend is that? He was the projectionist at the Basildon UCI when it was there. I still work for PC World. I'm the Eclipse engineer. Eclipse was a terrible system. Actually, it got better, but when it first started, it was terrible. Eclipse. Oh. God, I remember the days of that. I worked to PC World Lakeside, then I transferred to Leicester, Foss Park. And then I transferred to Northampton. And then they decided to make everyone redundant. So I was like, yes. I got a good payoff, actually. Sweet. And it's a nightmare. Have you tried the flexible filament Horlicks? Ah. There are a couple of Harleys on Model Space, 1/4 size. I've seen them. I'd like a real one, though. But Mrs. World Wayne says I'm allowed to have a Harley, but I'm not allowed to ride it, ever. I could just look at it and polish it. But that might be the next thing I build, because I said there's nothing in the work at the moment. Wayne Downs, I used to work for Dixon's PC Service Call, helping people fix their Packard build machines. See, I was in the tech centre for a little while, then the tech guys, when they were out. A lot of people on my Facebook are still, well, they've got rid of all of that now, but they were there. Foss Park's local to you, is it? Yeah, that used to be my local PC World. That's where I had to travel to. So, God, how many people here work for Dixon's and PC World then? See, prior to that, I was the area manager for Blockbuster Video. All around Gravesend, Essex, which included Basildon, Rayleigh, Billericay, Southend, Westcliff, Leigh-on-Sea, Grays. Then it went up to Harlow. Then we went across to Hitchin, Hertford, Henlow, and then Berkhamsted, Hemel Hempstead, Dunstable and Luton. That was my area. Big old area that was. Mark Knight, last time I was at Lakeside was me and my mum having lunch at Ramsden. Oh, wow. Oh, that's gone, Harry Ramsden's. That went ages, years and years ago. And the bingo hall's gone. Yeah, Dave, it'd be good. I'll have to let you know when I'm coming down there. Because, like, I know, because like, I'm your stalker, that you don't live too far from the Angel of the North. And we were down there when I got engaged. I showed Esther all the graffiti on it, all the stuff, so... Mrs. World Wayne, that's Esther. Just so you know. It's not hard to see, because if any of you follow my Twitter feed, she's on it. Sweetwood, I used to do the airbrush artwork on Harley's World Wayne. I'll do a paint job if you get one. Yeah, it's not me you need to talk to, Svee. I would love you to do a paint job. I just want the Harley. I need everyone to convince Mrs. World Wayne to let me buy a Harley. But, yeah, perhaps when I retire... When I'm 64, perhaps you will. Star System made by Britain's Toy Company. Okay, I'm checking that one. Thank you, Carl. I'm gonna... Whoops. Star System. I'm looking. God, they look good. Nah, it wasn't that. They look good, though. Star System toy catalogue. I'm looking. They got a whole catalogue there. Nah, it wasn't that. It's really distinctive. This Ivan Combine I was on about, you wouldn't have seen a toy like it. It looked like an engine. It was like a truck crossed with a train engine that you press and it can split apart. Really weird. There was, Mark Knight, there was two blockbusters in Gravesend. There was a big one on the roundabout and there was a tiny one by a school somewhere. But all the blockbusters went bust in the end. I started out at Parkside Video in Romford. Well, Romford was one of mine as well. There was two in Romford. You had the main one on the main road, the big one, next to the Burger King. And there was one down North Street in Romford. Dunstable, Fleetwood Joe, Dunstable was a right rough area. Oh, not as rough as Luton, because there was two in Luton as well. You had Marsh Lane, near the Marsh Farm Estate, and Park Lane, near the university. Robbie Bobby, no, I'm not going to weather it because I've got a C3PO coming, which is going to be immaculate chrome gold. I was going to, but I want to keep it clean. I don't want to dirty it. But then again, I said that to the Millennium Falcon, and look, I ended up weathering that, so it might happen. Might happen one day. It's a 5-minute drive, is it? Oh, that's cool. See, we got hopelessly lost because we thought that we could just continue going down the road from the Angel of the North and just end up back on the A1 again. But it took us straight into Newcastle across the Tyne Bridge. So we had a sightseeing tour of Newcastle without recognising it. And the funniest thing is, Mrs. Wayne, she's going to be watching this. She's going to be laughing at this. Just as we're approaching the Tyne Bridge, I'm looking at this massive castle on the left. And I'm like, look at that. I was like, isn't that weird? Just seeing a castle here. I wonder why they've got a castle in Newcastle. Ah. It just hit me. It's like, why Newcastle? There we go. But I mean, the last time I went there, I missed the metro. The last time I was in the Metro Centre, a Panic Room had just come out in the cinema. And the Metroland was there. And my car got broken into. My brand new Hyundai i10 got broken into. Because I parked in the wrong place in the car park. And when I come out at night, my car was the only one there. And yeah, they broke into it, little buggers. So, has Gateshead changed at all? Oh dear. I was in Collier Row Lane. Oh right, okay, cool. Cool. Fleetwood J, Luton, oh my god, Dunstable has gone downhill. Mrs. Weatherwayn, oh bless. What's she saying? Mark, no, you're lucky you don't live with him. That's not nice. It's Weatherwayn, Brown Bunny, he can have a model one. No, I want a real one. I love Harley. I mean, my last motorbike I had was a Chinese rip-off of a Harley. It's called a Jinlun. But it was still the old chopper type seats and stuff, and it was only a 125, but it looked a lot bigger, and I love that thing. But yeah, I had to go. That was it, the big one in Romford, Romeo Corner, my old stomping ground. Yeah, that's where I used to work. I actually opened that store, Peter Shower. When's your next live stream? Ian Campbell, I live stream every Thursday at 8 PM as long as none of my family members are in hospital or my voice is still here. Ron Chico, I took my wife to the Harley dealer in Maidstone. She wanted everything. Big mistake. The one down the road, they have meetups every Sunday with a greasy calf fan outside. I'd just be happy to hang out with them all. Yeah, Dave, I never realised Newcastle had a castle. How stupid was I? Mark Knight, where are you living, guys? My mum used to live just outside South Ockenden. Yeah, South Ockenden had a Blockbuster store as well. That was a rough area, South Ockenden, in that Derwent parade. Oh my God. It's much safer at the Metro Centre now. Yeah, I didn't feel safe. It's a lovely place, the Metro Centre, though. It was split into colours from what I remember, and one of the sectors had cobbles on it. I don't know if it still has. I'd like a build your own arcade machine and a magazine collection. Cypher Dragon, have you seen Boogie 2988's channel? They've got a company which makes sort of like arcade machines that he's been demonstrating. Wayne Downs, sell all your part work so you can buy a Harley. Yeah, that still wouldn't be enough. Some of the price tags on those Harleys are scary. Loads. They'll only take your tyres now. Well, you know what? They didn't break any windows, Dave. They were really nice. They didn't even force the lock. You know, how did they get in my car? They got a crowbar to the bodywork skin of my door. So they ripped the skin back and pulled the lock from the inside and opened it. And all they nicked was this is how long ago, it was a Sony CD Walkman. That's all they nicked. Even my radio was still in the car because that was in the glove box. So rather than break a window, I couldn't get into my driver's door because of this ripped skin. So I had to climb for the passenger side. And I was on the way to Scotland at the time. So you can imagine what it's like driving down the road with police cars going past you. You've got this ripped skin on your door. And this was a brand new car. The car couldn't have been about 3 months old. It was. I was fuming. So that's why I don't like David Fincher. Apart from Fight Club, he redeemed himself. But Panic Room was a crap film, and I got my car broken into for the joy of it. Fleetwood J, I love my home by the sea. Blackpool only down the road. Well, Fleetwood J, I've been there as well. I went to the Norbrook Castle Hotel because I used to do a lot of the Star Fury conventions there. So, but I think Blackpool was stuck in the 50s. Now I've mentioned that, Fleetwood J, you're probably going to go, I know the Norbrook Castle. Peter Diamond, come to the Ace Caff. I'd love to. I'd love to do all this thing. See, I'm stoked that what's his little name? Charlie Borman and Ewan McGregor are planning to do another trip. That'd be excellent. So, and saying that, am I insulting a lot of people, Chris? Keep going the beard. I'm trying to. Who says that? Wayne Downs. Yeah, I'm trying to rival ZZ Top. I thought we'd have a whole Back to the Future 3 thing going on and have my beard down to the ground, so that should be fun. I'm really missing that film. Oh. I never watched EastEnders, but I know who Phil Mitchell is. What was I saying? Oh, the Dice Man. Did anyone used to watch the Dice Man in the 90s with Russell Harris rolling the dice and going around the England? He went to Greenland. He went to America. He's just released a limited edition DVD of everything, and he's posted them out personally and signing them. So if anyone used to watch that show, if you go to diceman.co.uk, he'll give you a signed copy of it. Uncle Albert, Matthew Bean, if I was to back, let's try and do it. If I backcomb this, see, look, it goes right. What's Red City 1965 had to say? Wayne, up Mrs. Wayne's insurance, tow birds with one stone. She's only insured for 50,000. I'm insured for more. I'm worth way more dead to Mrs. Welderwayne. Oh, Carl, I'm going to try those. It's not Mantaforce. It's not Starburst. Starbird. Let's try Tech Force. Tech Force. Ooh. Nah, it's not Tech Force. No, again, they're more Transformers things. With Transformers, when they transform, all the parts still stay together. These things physically detached, so you could take them apart and put them on other parts of the vehicle. They had little figures as well that could like sit on they had little holes in the feet that you could balance them on the wings and stuff like that. I don't think I'll ever find it. Mark Knight, I live just outside Gravesend now, but at the time, with anything nice, as they say on Del Boy, they'd have the wheels off a jumbo jet. The only thing I remember about Gravesend was it's by the Medway and the Pocahontas statue. That's all I know. Haulers have a few fruit machines in the past in my house. Really? Did you play them? I thought having a fruit machine in the house would be a good way to save us, but I suppose if you've got the keys as well, that's not going to work. Uncle Albert. I was tempted to shave just the side bits off today, but you know, this on the side, don't worry about me goatee. This bit on the side has been growing since October 6th. So, you know, I can grow a beard really quick. I tell Mrs. Welderwayne it's because I've got big, I've got a lot of testosterone. Norbrook Castle Hotel, let's laugh. It's getting better, Blackpool now. A lot of investment and a new possible theme park coming. The Norbrook Castle Hotel looks lovely from the outside, but God, in the inside, it's terrible. They used to do the old ballroom dancing there. It's got still a massive, massive area for ballroom dancing in there. Lee Titley, last film you watched at the cinema was Wayne's World 2. Oh my God. Mrs. Welderwayne, we saw that 25 years ago with your husband at the time, if you remember. Yeah, we don't even want to go down that rabbit hole. Carl Poacher, I watched The Highwayman back in the 90s. Okay, The Highwayman, was that the one with short stories which had a twist at the end of it? Carl. I'll wait for you to answer. There is a delay in chat, just so you know. There's about a 20-second delay in chat. You do only have one husband and he's sitting up here. Mark, no, I hate that. You click on something, don't know what, but you get shut in the system. Yeah. I remember Wurzel Gummidge big time. Locals called Norbrook Castle Hotel Norbrook Prison. John Hunter, good evening. I had a food machine and my 2-year-old daughter at the time could play it better than me. The highwayman was the bloke who had a wagon that turned into a chopper. Oh, no, I don't remember that. I remember, oh, no, right, okay, yeah. So I remember the Hitchhiker. Do you remember that? That was a brilliant show, and it used to have a lot of famous people on it as well. Let's see if I can find a picture. This show here, The Hitchhiker. Now, in different countries, it's got different names. And they also called it Dead Time Stories. It was a bit like the American version of Tales from the Unexpected. Tales of the Unexpected. Unexplained? Tales of the Unexpected. What was it called? Well, anyway, it was a good show. Lots of famous people in it. So if you haven't seen Hitchhiker, then I advise you go and see it. That was a brilliant show. Hammer House of Horrors was good. Oh, yeah, no, definitely. Highwayman was Sam. No way! All right, let me have a look at Highwayman now. Sam Jones? Flash! Ah! He saved every one of us. Highwayman. Oh, wow. Highwayman intro transformation scene. Let's transition this across.
There's Paul.
What the hell is that? That looks like the dragon from How to Train a Dragon.
Man is good.
No, I don't remember that show at all, I have to say. I'm skipping through it because I don't want to get copyright strike. Oh my god. Well, that looks a crazy show. If any Australians are out there, who remembers Chopper Squad? Well, yeah, I watched it tomorrow, people. Was that 70s? Oh my god. And the time tunnel. I used to be a good... Well, I find it confusing. I put money... Yeah, my kids would be like that. I'll never see the money again. Convoy. Someone mentioned about building the truck from Convoy. I've got Convoy. The HD version, actually. They released a HD version of it. Sorry, you might not be hearing me at the moment because that was going on in the background there. Yeah, Trapdoor was just a load of plasticine puppets and a catchy theme. You're absolutely right. What was that program called, Fleetwood J, where the guy could change it? That was Manimal with Scott McCorkindale, but he's dead now. But the girl in that played Dal Arden in Flash Gordon, Melody Anderson, and I've met her. I've got a picture of me and her somewhere. Matthew Bean, I must be young as I have no idea what you lot are talking about. Yes, us old guys do go on and on and on. Evening, David. See you later, 1971 Street Hawk. It's all good. Was it Legions of Power? Oh, let's look at that one. We're trying to find a toy, people who are joining us, from the 80s, which had one of the toys called the Ivan Combine. Wow. I'm just looking at the full range of that. It wasn't Legions of Power, but I'll tell you what, it was blimming close to it. Definitely. That's definitely the sort of thing it was. Definitely. But it definitely weren't that. I love Time Tunnel. I always hope. Land of the Giants was another one. When Time Tunnel come out. Where have you been? It was on TV around 90. Really? Oh my God. See, I was a BBC kid. Trapdoor was on ITV, wasn't it? I was a Blue Pete, Why Don't You and stuff. Ronan Rhett, yeah, fans. Sound's still on, Wayne. Is it? I'm not playing anything. Hopefully I've turned it off. Oh, you remember Chopper Squad, Steve Williamson? See, I thought I dreamt that because I thought it was an American series. I didn't realise it was an Australian one. But I remember it because obviously my being brought up in Australia, I was like, Chopper Squad. I'm having a late one tonight. What's the time? I've got about 10 minutes, Jack. I normally stream to about 9:30, so I would suggest looking on Amazon. Yeah, I think I need to. BJ McCain and his best friend Bear. That was wicked. the soundtrack. I can't play it because again I get a copyright strike. But for BJ and the Bear, the soundtrack was brilliant on that. No, it wasn't Mask. Mask proves flavor, working overtime, fighting crime. I should know this thing. Round the Bend. I don't remember that. I remember Round the Twist. Have you ever felt like this, where strange things happen? Are you going around the twist? Mask was good. Matter of fact, I'm surprised that didn't get a reissue onto some CGI. That would be brilliant. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. I thought I turned it off. I knew it was playing in the background, but me and my younger brother collected Visionies. That's the holograms for the faces, wasn't it, Lee? The theme to Chopper Squad. Oh, yeah, definitely. I thought I was the only one who watched Chopper Squad and knew what it was. It's nice to have people who remember things like that. Chips was good as well, Brow Bunny, but they remade it into a film last year, was it? Or the year before? Yeah, it didn't go down too well. It didn't. Jonathan Landry Drive did it actually finish and everyone returned home? I don't think it did. BMX Bandits, that's an Australian film. That was 80s. I had a BMX. You collect more parts than you build on the Harley Davidson build. Really? Jason Platt, really? Hey, you got an idea there, Jason. What happens if I buy the parts, Mrs. Wayne, for a Harley Davidson, and I assemble it as like a part build, and then I have a working motorcycle at the end? Can I have one then? We need more Phoebe. Didn't you see her shaking? I can't bring Phoebe back up here. It's time for a bed. Who wants to see Phoebe? Anyway, Jason the Real Warriors with the Monster Mines. They were brilliant. Battle of the Planets, although it wasn't called Battle of the Planets in other countries. They called it G-Force in other countries. I think it was only the UK, was it? Battle of the Planets here? Not that old, you're 41. Well, I'm 45 and we're all sort of remembering the same sort of thing. No, they can't be remaking He-Man. That would be wrong. It's not Starcom Sub-Zero. I've already checked that. I knew it had Star in the title, but it definitely wasn't Starcom. Beep. Come on. I'm getting the dog because we're going to be logging off soon. Come on. Come here. Come here. Come here. They want to see you. They want to see you. Who wants to see you? There you go. She hasn't got a Santa costume on now, though. We're going to be saying goodbye soon, so I thought I'd bring her back home. Or Gatchaman in Japan. No, it wasn't that either. You still got the Starcom choice. Starcom did really well. See you later, Alex. Nice having you on tonight, mate. Thank you. Hi, my friend Ray. Hi, Ray. How's Malta? Am I correct? The people who ordered their copies for New James will finish at R2 at least 2 weeks before subscribers will. Yes, Nick, you are correct. Normally, the subscribers for news agents get theirs on for D'Agostini before the subscribers get it through the post. So, we all got issue 99 this week. Next week, we get issue 100. Yes, it was. It was originally. It had different names all over the world, Steve Williamson, Battle of the Planets. Red City Night. You could always buy one of the static copies. My friend has a restored Royal Enfield in his living room. Absolutely immaculate it was. But I'd want to ride it. It's like temptation. It's like, as Mrs. Welder Wayne says, you have a room with a button in it. After a while, you'll want to press that button. Andrew Thompson, I don't think it was. It was... When my mum bought it for me, she bought them all as a set. But I can't tell you anything more. I was a kid at the time and it didn't have any foreign writing on for what I remember. But I wasn't interested in the boxes. I used to just rip the thing open and play with it. So, but there you go. Well, anyway, look, it's been fun. You've seen Phoebe. I'm going to be doing a video on Monday for the R2 because I said I'm picking up the kids tomorrow. So I'm not going to have time to do a video this weekend. And then the next DeLorean video will be out Thursday. I'll be streaming again next Thursday. And until something else comes along, that'll be it. But thank you for tuning in. If you wanted to see some of the links I did, it's always going to be in the chat when that comes live. This will probably be live, the chat, in a couple of hours. Normally takes a bit of a while for YouTube to catch up. But other than that, thank you for coming today. And I will see you on the next video. Okay, take care. See you later.